Alright, I just got home from that roof. I did the upper roof today. I'm gonna do the lower roof tomorrow. Back in the day, I'd do both of them so fucking quick it'd blow your goddamn mind. Now, what we do, you see all this shit on me? The only thing that takes that off, cocksuckers, is gas. It's called a gas bath. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's good for me, right? I was thinking after I made that last video how fucking bad I would love to pull all you, my whole fucking family. Not the kids. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about all you fucking old, nasty, fucking disgusting abusers that gave birth to my fucking nieces, nephews, cousins. All you motherfuckers, you nasty fucking motherfuckers. That's right. Ooh, Richard's so mad. He's got the devil in him. We're gonna pray. Dear Jesus, please bind Richard. Bind his mouth so he can speak no more of the evil atrocities that we've committed against him. I know how you cocksuckers are. I know what you guys are fucking praying. My mom's been trying to fucking bind me since the day she fucking started abusing me. Mad? Fuck yeah, I'm mad. Fuck yeah. But you know what? Out of my whole family, fuck them all. Fuck my uncle. My uncle's a fucking piece of shit. He hasn't realized anything by now. He fucking praises Jesus like a goddamn fool. Fucking hiding behind that Jesus, ain't you, Charlie? Fucking scared little bitch. Fucking want to be passive aggressive to me, you motherfucker. Got something to say to me, bitch? Say it to my fucking face. No, fuck my aunt, fuck my grandma. They never fucking, none of them ever gave a shit about me. You know, when I was working for my uncle 3 years ago, we were riding in the car, and he in his truck on the way back from a job, and he was like, yeah, that Jeff guy, Jeff was my stepdad, he said he was the devil. I looked at that motherfucker, I said, what are you talking about? He goes, Jeff, your stepdad, he was the devil. Fucking ignorant motherfucker. That's the only man that tried to save my ass. And my brother. My uncle tried to tell me, we were there. I was there. I was around when you were a kid. No, you weren't, motherfucker. You dumb motherfucker. You weren't anywhere around. You never came up. I think you came up to that house one time. And I was really, really young. It was you, Grandpa, and I think somebody else. Maybe a friend of yours. It was me, my brother, and maybe a cousin. But me and my brother, and I think maybe it was just me and my brother, we went with we all went hunting. We were up at that cabin that I grew up in. We all went hunting. But you and your buddy took off and went somewhere else. It was me and Grandpa. Grandpa was up in a tree, and he killed that deer over time. Or no, he was going to kill that deer, but it was across the fence to the conservation center. But yeah, Charlie, you were nowhere fucking around. Don't even play fucking games, you fucking ignorant, lying, manipulative son of a bitch. You were nowhere around. And then Charlie was like, well, you remember that go-kart? And I was like, yeah, I remember the fucking go-kart. Yeah, I bought that for you guys. I didn't remember that. Who gives a fuck? Oh, thanks, Charlie. That go-kart really stopped me from getting abused for 10 fucking years, didn't it? No, but I mean, Charlie sort of affects me because I guess he's the only other grown male in the family. And I was really hoping, you know, these men were being honest and straight up to my face, you know. I didn't know they were being hypocritical and fucking gossiping behind my fucking back. I did not know these cocksuckers were doing that. But, you know, Charlie, I can get over that one. The one that I'm still struggling with is my brother. You know, as many times as I went up there over the years and apologized over and over and over and over and over again for, you know, leaving him when I was 16 with my abusive fucking crazy ass mom. And, you know, for being a bully when he was younger. The story in the family was always how I tied him up to the tree in the front yard and I would box him because we had boxing gloves. But, I wasn't like I whooped his fucking ass, and it wasn't like I did it all the time. It was probably 2 or 3 times that I did it, but that story just gets told constantly, like I'm this fucking big time abuser, just like me throwing my cousin in the closet, like I'm this big time fucking abuser, you know what I mean? While nobody wants to fucking even talk about the fact that I was a fucking 9-year-old being completely fucking annihilated by my mom every fucking day. But yes, anyways, the one that I'm still dealing with and struggling with is my brother, it's hard for me to really grasp that he was being two-faced to me over all these years as adults, that he had issues with me still, and just, like I said, I brought it up over crying, of course I was drunk and high, but crying and just apologizing. I lived with that guilt and shame of leaving them. Literally my mom told those kids that I abandoned them. I was their highly abused older brother that escaped, and my mom's story to those kids was that I abandoned them. So I guess what I'm coming to realize, I should have known about my brother. I should have picked up on it. I'm sure I did. But like I said, the biggest thing for me was keeping all the cousins together so that way they would have a tight group that they could rely on for the rest of their lives, because I obviously don't have that, And I guess the lesson is if you are in a family that is constantly blaming a victim, constantly playing the victim, but always blaming the real victim, you need to get out. You need to get out and cut those cocksuckers off, because they aren't going to change. They aren't going to change, and what they're doing is you might have family members that are smiling at your face, and you're like, oh, they love me. They give me a place to stay whenever shit gets crazy. Well, unless those motherfuckers have written the rest of the family off, they're just as much to blame. They're playing those games. They're playing those gossip games. They're passive aggressively fucking you in your ass every fucking day, talking about you. So, I have learned this lesson the hard way, obviously. Seems my whole life I've learned everything the fucking hard way. But, yeah, I'm so disappointed in my brother. Very disappointed in my brother. And if I hadn't healed as far as I have come, I'd probably be heartbroken right now. But I've healed so much, I've realized, that, I'm the most important thing in the world. And if I don't take care of myself and love myself, nobody else is going to. So that's what I'm working on. I'm healing, learning to love myself, and realizing as I'm learning to love myself that, none of these cocksuckers ever loved me. They don't even know what love is. They're so far away. I guess my anger towards them is balancing out right now with my, not sympathy for them, but I'm not sure what it is, that feeling, but just to know that they're so deep in their trauma and abuse and unhealed, and it's sad, man. It's very sad. My aunt, like I said, is a billionaire, and she spreads this. One other thing I wanted to touch on. When I first moved in with my aunt, I couldn't talk about my abuse. I had 2 cousins. My cousin that was 2 weeks younger than me, and my cousin that was like 2 years younger than me. the female was the one that was closest to me, and then my male cousin Chris, he's the one I almost killed in that car accident. I had a lot of stories with Chris, actually. Before, when I was like 14, no, maybe 14. My cousin Chris had come over to visit over at my house, and there were these girls there. There were a whole bunch of kids there, actually. It's the one fucking time I remember having a party at my house with kids my age. But I really liked these girls, and my cousin behind my mom, we were all there, and my mom was there doing something, like cutting cake or whatever the fuck she was doing. And my cousin went, and he goes, "Ow, Richard." Man, I got in so much fucking trouble, dude. I got completely embarrassed. The whole party ruined for me. You know, everything got done. You know, he didn't realize that, he didn't know my mom was an abuser, so he didn't know the extent of what he did, I don't think. He was only like I said, I think I was like 13, maybe 12, 13, maybe 14, so he was like 10, 11, 12. But yeah, that fucked me up really bad, man. He fucked me over really bad when he did that. I know he didn't know what he did, but yeah, that was, man, I fucking paid for that one, dude. And the reason I was even thinking about that was because Chris popped in my mind today. When I had first moved into my aunt's house, me and Chris were there. I think we were playing basketball or something, and Chris had like some kind of rap music on, and his mom had told him to turn it off, and he got smart with her, and she had her back turned to him, and I was standing right next to him behind, you know, we were behind her, and that bitch turned around and fucking slapped that boy so fucking hard, about took his head off his fucking shoulders. And it was over something stupid, just something little he said. And you know, he was embarrassed. I could tell he was embarrassed by it. And I always wanted to tell him, dude, man, I really, it really got to me because, you know, I wanted to tell him, dude, you're all right, man. That's, you know, don't be embarrassed. My mom fucking almost killed me multiple times, and but I couldn't say anything, you know. So I was never able to bond with Chris like I wanted to. And then, of course, you know, later, a few months later, I almost killed him in a car accident and lied about what had happened. So I'm sure he lost all respect for me back then. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's crazy how these lies, just the stories that were told about me and how bad I was and evil I was, and how they're fucking all getting together now on the phone and praying as a group for me. The power of three. You get three fucking cock-sucking, fake-ass Christian, hypocritical Christians together, and they pray, and we can bind him. We'll bind him. He will ruin him. We'll pray for his financial ruin. We'll pray for his fucking, just his physical ruin. We'll pray for Jesus to bind him. I know what you fucking stupid cock-sucking bitches are doing. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck every fucking one of you. Fucking weak. That's what you are. All of you are fucking weak. Fucking gotta. You guys are so fucking out there. You gotta fucking play fantasy games and pray to fucking something. Pray to sky. And y'all are fucking crazy, dude.